12th budget session of 11th Manipur Legislative Assembly 2021 begins. Governor Dr. Najma Heptulla highlights various measures taken by government to contain COVID-19 pandemic. Protest erupts following death of a 36-year-old woman the day after childbirth at Jennings Hospital today. And India logs a single-day spike of 11,039 new COVID-19 cases, taking country's tally above 1,777,000. Recovery rate stands above 97%. Hello and welcome to Impact News. You're watching Afternoon News. I'm KANEL SHAMBANDURAM. To stay protected from the coronavirus, wash your hands frequently, wear your masks properly and maintain a safe distance. Now the top stories and latest news at this hour. 12th budget session of the 11th Manipur Legislative Assembly began today with addressed by Governor Dr. Najma Heptulla. The budget session for the fiscal year 2021-2022 will have 13 sittings. In her speech, the governor highlighted various measures taken by the state government to contain the spread of coronavirus since its outbreak in the state. She said the COVID-19 screening of travelers started at Imphal Airport since January 18 and at Mao and Ziribam entry points. Governor Dr. Najma Heptulla added that state government opened a 24-hour control room number, isolation wards, quarantine centers, COVID care centers, dedicated COVID-19 treatment blocks, institutional quarantine centers and VDRL test facility at RIMS and Jennings to battle the virus. She also said the governor sealed the Indo-Myanmar border gates at More, Towsend, Nambisha and Behyang to prevent the transmission of coronavirus from the neighboring country and also from the State Consultative Committee, COVID-19 Task Force, COVID-19 Medical Materials Management Committee and State Technical Committee to battle the pandemic. Governor Dr. Najma Heptulla said government provided free rice to lockdown affected people and free rations to beneficiaries under Pradhan Mantri Kalyan Anna Yojana and PHA's households. The 20-day-long session will conclude on February 22. The assembly session will have no sittings on the Saturday and Sunday, including February 15 in view of the state-leveled Luingaini festival. Obituary references and discussions on the governor's address will be taken on the second day of the assembly session. Chief Minister Nongthom Birane, who is also holds the finance portfolios and the leader of the house, will table the budget estimates for the financial year 2021-2022 in the house and also present the supplementary demands for grants 2020-2021 on the third day of the session. Protest erupted following the death of 36-year-old woman dazed after childbirth at Jennings Hospital today. Irate locals and family members stormed Jennings and vandalized the hospital properties. The deceased is Oinam Shashibala, wife of the Ojit Kumar from Laisangthem, Awang Laikai. Impact News sources said that the woman delivered her baby on January 31st through C-section. She succumbed to delivery-related complications this morning. Imphal East District Police officers and personnel rushed to contain the situation. Later, Jennings director held talks with the patient party. According to the family members, Sashi Bala was admitted to the hospital for delivery on the 29th of January and she delivered her baby via C-section on January 31st, but she started developing difficulties in passing urine after the operation. They claimed that Sachibala died due to negligence on the part of the physicians concerned. They even claimed that the doctor denied their request to refer Sachibala to another private hospital.
Jenims ki authority hiding is a doctor Kogi Madam Romita se CG ne operation tawridune moigi yaw be kangfu se CG puthokpiro aduga koi soigre haibaje koi da hayaning typing mioi banina ko akoi na haidi akoi si pa me si tamakta ne akoi ngarang de wari sanarakpane moina la le haibaje suai haiwade maye ki di operation da moina yunging gi pa se kakhrabane ko isana loi khange akoi khange ba akoi si je da puge haibasu moina yadre ba maramdi moigi pose asoibaje khangrane pakhatana si je da akoi na pujage haba pose moina thinge ba yadre ba ado medam mita na jo khoina ju isamang na ju unajagre hai juninga sai ju ado mai khumbangam de adu hojik lo lisni kari maram gino sineba.
Indian Medical Association Manipur State Branch has begun a hunger strike condemning Indian government's gadget which allows Ayush doctors to perform the surgery or operations after 2 years after preliminary training. Extending solidarity to 15th-day nationwide protest called by Indian Medical Association, which began on February 1st, members of the state branch carried out the hunger strike at IMA complex in Lamphilpat today. Speaking to Impact News, Vice President of IMA Manipur State Branch, Dr. S. Jugindro, said surgeries are being performed only by qualified MBBS doctors who have attained specialization and super specializations after undergoing 8 to 9 years of intensive training in a specific field. He maintained that India is becoming healthcare hub of the world and has performed many successful major operations following such protocols. Dr. S. Jugindra condemned the new rule and said it will downgrade the healthcare standard of India. He also said that they are carrying out the protest to aware the public about the implications of the new rule so that it will not be put into action.
Ayurveda doctor, homeopathic doctor, the Hantana Yangway Wafam Late, Moigi Tauteriba, Moigi treatment, Tauriba, Mong, Adum Canada have this related. Other mixopathy and Akuna, Ponderiba Domsi. Ayurvedic doctor, modern surgery technique, see Tauraga operation, Tauba Horni have city, Yamnam preliminary training, see Tauraga, do Taurne have city, Akuna, Madudi, Micham Prajata, Yam Pokadrana, Kanmagia, Dugi, Akuna protest of the Masi Tobigano, from the Masing Watpagi doctor, Masing Watpagi, or the allopathic doctor, surgery training Tobus, the Masing Hingalaga, Madum, the Hena, Machutana, Pazana training Tobuna, Panenas, Akuna Tamjam, Yaduna, Manatau Sigi, animal mixed toxamase, as it of you know, Hibagi, Wafam Sidak.
Clean City Imphal city has become a farce as dirts are piling up in front of a check-on traffic point and behind Raja Dumba School campus in Palace Compound. Imphal Municipal Corporation and other relevant authorities obviously failed to keep their promise to make Imphal city neat and cleaned. One can get the stench of the garbage on the way from Hatta to Palace Compound traffic point. Raja Dumba School campus is also filled with the foul smell from the mounting garbage behind the campus. It is high time the authorities concerned take necessary measures. Pilgrims heading for Kobru Lekha, one of the sacred shrines of Manipur, are facing difficulties owing to bad road conditions. Speaking to media, President of the Foundation for Rural and Urban Development, Eld Tomba, said the road leading to the shrine, which is diverted from Imphal Dimapur Road, is in a pathetic condition and there is no proper sanitation facility on the way, bringing much plight to pilgrim parties. He appealed to the authorities concerned to take measures to ease their plight without further delay. More SDO I Dinesh Kumar today launched Covishield vaccination drive at Sub-District Hospital More. Technopole CMO Dr. K.S. Gujain was the first person to get the vaccine shot. Many doctors, nurses, health workers and ASHA workers of Sub-District Hospital More and the Primary Health Center PHC More were also vaccinated.
Covishield high Hidak se koi Technopole district so kasi launch tawjare medical officer sing health worker sing so Hidak kap thok view hai duna paujin jar hai aduna koi so jik ngai le one by one ꯇꯧꯈ꯭ꯔꯦ ꯂꯥꯛꯑꯅꯤ ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯃꯁꯤ ꯀꯥꯞꯀꯗꯧꯔꯤꯕꯁꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ SDSꯀꯤ ꯁ꯭ꯇꯥꯐ ꯃꯤ 100 PHC ꯃꯣꯔꯦꯒꯤ ꯃꯤ 100 ꯃꯤ 200 ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯄꯥꯟꯗꯝ ꯊꯝꯖꯕꯅꯤ.
New Delhi has conferred women the COVID-19 warrior, the real heroes, titled to Imphal East District Chief Medical Officer Dr. L. Indira. CMO Imphal East Porampat office today facilitated Dr. L. Indira, who has been honored with the title, acknowledging her contribution in battling the coronavirus pandemic. It may be mentioned that Dr. L. Indira received the award during a ceremony held in the national capital's Vigyan Bhavan on the 31st of December last year. A team of Imphal East District Police Commando has arrested a suspected active member of proscribed Prepak Pro near a public hospital at Hata Golapati. The arrested person is 32-year-old Fanjobam Bakst, alias Toncha, alias Tabul, son of the P.H. Dhanabanta from the Andhro Mamang Lekai, currently residing at Singjamay Chingamaka in Imphal West District. The team arrested him during a search operation in the area at around 3 p.m. yesterday. Police sources said Bakst has confessed to have joined the outfit in the 2016 under one Chamba. He reportedly recruited 2 members of the outfit, namely Rishi Kanta and Inau from the Yumnan Lekai Nakrabam Leirak in 2019. The arrested person has been handed over to Porampat police station for further interrogation. Well, now it's time for a small commercial break. After the break, we bring you updates on coronavirus cases in India and the world. We will be back with details after the break. Until then, keep watching Impact News.
Panthabi Housing Finance Company Limited, regulated by RBI, specified as a financial institution by the Ministry of Finance, Government of India under SARFASI Act 2002. First license holder public limited housing finance company in the entire northeastern region of India, completed its 15 years of service. Provides home loan with a subsidy amount up to rupees 2.67 lakh under PMAY Credit Link Subsidy Scheme, PMAY CLSS Housing for All by 2022 mission. Government or private employees, businessmen can apply. For more details, kindly contact Panthabi Housing Finance Company Limited or reporter Ramam Lekai, Imphal.
Welcome back. After the break, you're watching Afternoon Bulletin. India has recorded a single-day spike of 11,039 new cases of the coronavirus, taking the country's COVID-19 cash lot to 1,77,77,284 in the last 24 hours. As per the Union Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, that toll has reached 1,54,596 with 110 new COVID-19 fatalities. On the positive note, recovered cases have reached 1,04,62,631 with 14,225 new recoveries. Country's recovery rate touches 97.08%. Kerala has the highest infection of above 69,000 active cases. Over 41 lakh people have been vaccinated against coronavirus in India so far. Globally, coronavirus has infected above 10 crore 44 lakh 14,000 people. Above 2 crore 2 lakh 63,000 people have died, and recoveries are nearly 7 crore 62 lakh 93,000. United States of America has the highest infection of above 98 lakh 19,000 active cases in the world, followed by India and Brazil. China stands at 83rd position with 1,516 active cases of COVID-19. In northeast region of India, Assam has the highest number of active COVID-19 cases with 1,793, followed by Manipur with 138 active cases. A total of 4,739 beneficiaries have been vaccinated against COVID-19 in Manipur so far. There are 85 active cases of COVID-19 in Sikkim, 56 in Meghalaya, 55 in Nagaland, 33 in Mizoram, 15 in Tripura, and just 11 in Arunachal Pradesh. Andaman and Nicobar Islands has become the first state or union territory in the country to become COVID-19 free, with active cases falling to zero in the islands. Health Ministry's website reported that the last 4 infected persons in Andaman and Nicobar Islands have been declared cured. The union territory had reported a total of 4,932 cases and 62 deaths from the coronavirus. Asia's biggest aero show, Aero India 2021, began at Bengaluru in Karnataka today. Defense Minister Rajnath Singh inaugurated the 3-day mega event being held in a hybrid mode due to COVID-19 pandemic. Speaking at the event, Minister Rajnath Singh said that India is vigilant and prepared to counter and defeat any misadventure to defend its people and the territorial integrity at all costs. Hailing the Aero India 2021, the Defense Minister said that the event displays a vast potential of the country and promises to be the world's first ever hybrid aero and defense exhibition. Defense Research and Development Organization forecasted India's underdeveloped 5th generation fighter aircraft advanced medium combat aircraft at Aero India. A contract to manufacture 83 light combat aircraft, the JAS fighter, was awarded to the Hindustan Aeronautics Limited by the Defence Minister on the occasion. The 13th edition of the Aero India show witnessed participants in both a physical and a virtual mode. Over 200 memorandums of understandings will be signed between the different procurement and manufacturing agencies. For the first time, Defence Ministers of India, ocean reasoned from 27 countries are participating in persons or through virtual mode in a conclave organized on the sidelines to discuss shared threats and cooperation in disaster management. National Testing Agency will conduct the next UGC NET examination for junior research fellowship and eligibility for assistant professor post starting from the 2nd May. Education Minister Ramesh Pokhriyal Nishank has said that the test will be conducted on May 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 10th, 11th, 12th, 14th and 17th this year. The test will be conducted in computer-based test mode only. Candidates who desire to appear for the examination have to apply online between February 2nd to March 2nd. United Nations Security General's Special Envoy on Myanmar, Christine Sarane Berger, has condemned the military coup in the Southeast Asian country. The UN Security Council held close consultations on Myanmar yesterday. In her briefing to Council members, Christian described the recent steps taken by the military as shocking. She also urged Council members to collectively send a clear signal in support of an elected government in constant touch with like-minded allies in the region, including India and Japan. The US has threatened to reinstate sanctions and review of US assistance to Myanmar after the military coups. US President Joe Biden has said that the military's seizures of power, the detention of Aung San Suu Kyi and other civilian officials, and the declarations of a national emergency are a direct assault on the country's transition to democracy and the rule of law. Myanmar's military launched the coup on Monday morning and detained the state councillor Aung San Suu Kyi and President Win Myint and other National League for Democracy leaders. The military has announced a one-year state of emergency and a vow to take action against the alleged voter fraud during the November 8 general election, which Suu Kyi's NLD party had won. Now the news from the world of sports. Bengaluru Football Club has defeated East Bengal 2-0 in the 80th match of the ongoing 7th Indian Super League under the aegis of All India Football Federation. For the winner, Clinton Silva and Debjit Majumdar netted 1 goal each at 11th and 45th minute of the match played at Tilak Maidan Stadium yesterday. Kerala Blasters will lock horns with Mumbai City Football Club at GMC Stadium this evening at 7:30 p.m. TH Birachandra Singh Football Academy Taubungkhok Imphal West Wild kicked off its non-residential regular football coaching 2021 on February 8th at the academy's playground. Press release from the academy notified all participants to report with the full kits at 7 a.m. 26th match of the ongoing 4th I-League between the Chennai City Football Club and the Sudeva Delhi is underway at Salt Lake Stadium since 2 p.m. today. Kolkata is hosting the I-League under the aegis of All India Football Federation since January 9th. Mohammedan Soccer Club will play against Neroka Football Club in the 27th match at Kalyani Stadium today at 4 p.m. Churchill Brothers will lock horn with Aizold Football Club in the 28th match at Kalyani Stadium tonight at 7:30. So far, Churchill Brothers is at the top of the league's tally with 11 points, followed by Aizold Football Club and Trau Football Club with 7 points each at 2nd and 3rd position, respectively. Well, that's all we have in this bulletin, but before we wind up, let's take a glimpse at the headlines once again. 12th budget session of 11th Manipur Legislative Assembly 2021 begins. Governor Dr. Najma Abdullah highlights the various measures taken by government to contain COVID-19 pandemic. Protests erupt following death of a 36-year-old woman dazed after childbirth at Jennings Hospital today. And India logs a single-day spike of 11,039 new COVID-19 cases, taking country's tally above 1,777,000. Recovery rate stands above 97%. Well, thank you so much for being with us. For more news, you can also follow Impact TV on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. Until then, have a great afternoon.